They're always stealing and complaining. Is it hard to play at the Bernabeu? Well, last time we beat them 4-0, Lamin Yamal said on a podcast 4 days before El Clasico. The biggest Barcelona talent didn't stop there. He posted a photo on social media, standing with his arms spread wide in front of angry Real Madrid fans. But even more fuel was added to the fire by Yamal's father, who started a cooking stream a few hours before the match and said, "I'm frying them here and my son is frying them there." Such provocative and sharp statements did not go unnoticed. According to the media, Real Madrid captain Dani Carvajal intended to talk to Lamin about what he had said, and the club's management was unhappy with the situation. Real's players performed confidently in El Clasico, which cannot be said about Laminate. The Spaniard kept losing the ball, barely attempted to dribble, and couldn't challenge Alvaro Carreras on the left flank. The match ended with a 2-1 victory for Los Blancos, and Yamal became the worst player on the pitch. After the game, Carvajal gestured that the winger talks too much. Unfortunately, this case wasn't the only one. Yamal's behavior has recently raised many questions. Not long ago, Lamin was a modest and respectful boy, but now he finds himself in countless scandals, damaging both his reputation and even the mood of Barcelona fans. Lamin Yamal was born on July 13, 2007, and had ties to Barcelona from the very beginning. Last summer, his father posted a photo of Lionel Messi. At that moment, Champions League winner and La Liga champion, bathing 5-month-old Lamin as part of a charity project. At age 7, Yamal passed the trials at La Masia and was immediately considered one of the academy's brightest talents. At just 15, the young winger impressed Xavi so much that he was invited to train with the first team. April 29, 2023 can be considered the starting point of his career. That day, he made his debut for Barcelona in a match against Betis, which ended with a 4-0 win. Lamin didn't score, but he impressed the fans. During the preseason before the 2023-24 campaign, it became clear that Yamal would be part of the main squad. In the second round of La Liga, he started the match, becoming the youngest player ever to do so. A week later, he provided an assist against Villarreal, becoming the youngest player with a recorded assist in league history. He kept breaking records one after another. Youngest Champions League debutant, youngest goal scorer in the Copa del Rey, youngest scorer in La Liga. There was no doubt left about Lamin, and Barcelona decided to secure him with a contract until 2026. Yamal became increasingly important for the team, scoring 7 goals and providing 9 assists in about 50 matches. His success did not go unnoticed. Spain head coach Luis de la Fuente called him up for the European Championship. There, Lamin set 2 more records, scored in the semi-final against France, and delivered 4 assists. The Barcelona product became not only the leader of Spain's national team, but also raised the bar for all young footballers. During the Euros, Yamal had a small clash with France midfielder Adrien Rabiot, who said at a pre-match press conference, "We want to get him out of his comfort zone. If he wants to play in the final, he'll have to do more than usual." After these words, the 16-year-old Barcelona player posted a quote over an image of a chess game. "Make your moves in silence. Speak only when it's time to say checkmate." Yamal played a magnificent match, scored a goal, became the man of the match, and then ran to the camera at the Allianz Arena shouting, "Talk now! Talk now!" At the time, no one made a big deal out of it. But after the tournament, Lamin again ended up in an unpleasant situation. His girlfriend, Alexa Padilla, was spotted vacationing with other young men while Yamal was in Marbella with his national teammate, Nico Williams. After that incident, it became clear that Lamin would constantly be under media scrutiny, and whether he would withstand it depended solely on him. Despite many concerns, the 2024-25 season under Hansi Flick became the best of Lamin's career. The season began with more records: the youngest Ballon d'Or nominee in history, the youngest scorer in El Clasico, and finally, the Golden Boy Award for the best young player of the year. At 17, the Spaniards' goal contribution was 9 times higher than Cristiano Ronaldo's in 74, times higher than Lionel Messi's at the same age. Barcelona looked extremely confident throughout the season, securing the league title already in April, reaching the Champions League, semi-finals and the final of the National Cup. In the Copa del Rey final, Barcelona beat Real 3-2 in a comeback victory, and Lamin celebrated on the pitch wearing 2 pairs of sunglasses. Doesn't matter if they score 1 or 2, they can't beat Barca this season. We proved it, he said. Real Madrid were indeed poor that season, but even Messi never allowed himself such statements. Many Madrid fans sharply changed their opinion of Lamin, but the season for Yamal was excellent. 55 matches, 18 goals and 16 assists. In early June, he was called up for the Nations League playoffs. In the semi-final against France, Yamal scored a brace. Spain won the match 5-4, and Lamin beat Kylian Mbappe in 6 head-to-head matches, knocking him out of 4 tournaments. In the final, Spain faced Portugal, which meant a matchup between 17-year-old Yamal and Cristiano Ronaldo's. In the 4th minute, Cristiano dispossessed Yamal and started a counter-attack. In the 21st minute, after chaos in Portugal's box, Martin Zubimendi put Spain ahead. Minutes later, Nuno Mendes equalized with Ronaldo heavily involved in the play. But just before halftime, Oyarzabal made it 2-1. It seemed Cristiano would finish without a trophy, but he tied the match with a smart finish inside the box. The entire stadium in Munich chanted his name. In the 88th minute, Ronaldo left the field due to injury, and shortly after that, Yamal was substituted as well, having no goal contributions. Portugal won the penalty shootout, and Ronaldo lifted his 3rd national trophy. He's only 17. He'll win many team and individual trophies. He's a phenomenon, but we all need to leave him alone. That's what I ask. He has a long career ahead, Cristiano said after the match. But the strangest moment happened during the medal ceremony. Ronaldo tried to shake Yamal's hand, but Lamin simply turned away. His gesture left everyone bewildered. Yamal didn't play his best game and was completely shut down by Nuno Mendes. Yet such an attitude toward a legendary player looked deeply disrespectful. Afterwards, Lamin went on vacation, where he was repeatedly seen surrounded by various girls. And he also met Neymar, something that worried Barcelona fans. Later, the media published photos from Yamal's yacht trip with 8 girls. He planned to celebrate his 18th birthday in Ibiza, but the exact venue was kept secret, and guests would receive details only an hour before the party. For his birthday, Lamin bought a diamond necklace worth $400,000, intending to wear it at the celebration. But that was just the beginning. The Spanish newspaper AS reported that Yamal had been accused of hiring dwarfs as entertainment for his party, and the Association for People with Achondroplasia promised to take action against the Barcelona star. The scandal reached the Spanish government, which requested an investigation into Yamal for possible humiliation of people with dwarfism. No one disrespected us. Let us work in peace. We're normal people, not circus monkeys. I don't understand why there's so much noise around this, said one of the dwarfs involved. Former France defender Adil Rami also reacted. For 2 months I've been saying it. I simply can't stand Yamal anymore. That's it. I don't care who doesn't like my opinion. Barca fans, Yamal fans, I don't care. On the pitch, there's nothing to criticize. He's a star. He'll win Ballon d'Or, Champions Leagues, whatever. But what he's doing is disgusting. Not shaking Cristiano Ronaldo's hand is disrespectful. The situation calmed down quickly, and upon returning from vacation, Lamin received the long-awaited number 10 shirt. 70,000 shirts with his new number sold out on the first day. A club record. Yamal again started the new season, confidently and clearly hoped to win the Ballon d'Or. He brought 20 relatives with him to Paris and planned a private celebration in case of victory. But a couple of hours before the ceremony, it became known that the party would take place regardless of the result. And the number of family members traveling with him increased to 25. Yamal didn't win the Ballon d'Or, and his displeased father said, "Something strange happened. Lamin is the best footballer in the world. He has no competition." And I'm not saying this because he's my son. This isn't theft, but moral damage was done. A few days later, the player's father told Barcelona management that the club hadn't supported Lamin enough before the Ballon d'Or ceremony. This interference annoyed many Barcelona players, but they didn't challenge him to avoid damaging the dressing room atmosphere. In September, Lamin suffered a groin injury, but despite not being fully recovered, he was called up to the Spain squad. Barcelona coach Hansi Flick warned Luis de la Fuente that the winger wasn't ready. Yet Yamal still played, making the injury worse. A few days later, when he should have been recovering, Lamin went on a helicopter trip in Croatia with his girlfriend. The According to the media, Barcelona's management became seriously concerned about his lifestyle and behavior, but the breaking point came before El Clasico. As mentioned earlier, Yamal and his father made unflattering comments about Real Madrid, and they paid the price. Thank God he's only 18. See you in Barcelona! Lamin's father wrote after the defeat. Barcelona officials, already worried, asked his agent Mendes to monitor the player's social media and interviews. The club believed Yamal's words had seriously angered and motivated Real Madrid's players. It's clear that Lamin is now going through one of the most difficult stages of his career, even legendary. Brazilian Ronaldinho addressed him. My advice to Lamin is this: the number 10 isn't earned with words but with magic touches and a champion's mentality. You have a talent most can only dream of, so don't let words overshadow the brilliance of your feet. I saw greats like Messi and Iniesta make history in silence. El Clasico is won, not by talk, but by brilliant play. Learn from this. Answer with your game! A free kick into the top corner. A dribble that leaves defenders behind. That's your reply. The future is in your feet. Don't waste it on words. Talent is responsibility. Pulled down shorts, self-coronation goal celebrations. The idea of paid autographs. None of this helps Lamin's reputation. But many factors have shaped his behavior. In a very short time, he went from a La Masia boy to a global star discussed everywhere. At 16, he was already compared to Messi and called the future of football. And every action he made became news. Even seasoned professionals struggled with such pressure. For young Laminate became a real test. His surroundings also played a role, especially his father. On one hand, he always supports his son. On the other, he participates too actively in his public life. His loud statements and emotional comments have worsened the football community's attitude toward Lamin. And fixing this will be hard. Another problem is that Yamal has been called the new Messi from an early age, and such comparisons are rarely healthy. Bojan Krkić, Alen Halilović, Ansu Fati all had talent no less promising than Lamin. But constant comparisons with the Argentine genius seriously harmed their careers. Another issue is that there's no one beside Yamal who could ground him. After a series of records and international successes, no one wanted to spoil relations with the young phenomenon. Barcelona's management overlooked minor missteps. Teammates in both club and national team didn't criticize him. And fans kept admiring every touch. In such an environment, it's easy to lose touch with reality, which is exactly what's happening now. Success in football depends not only on talent, but also on daily work on oneself. Yamal is now at a crucial stage of his career, and he must show that he can withstand the pressure and responsibility that come with being a Barcelona and world football star. If he focuses, stops partying, and gets back to discipline, he will definitely become one of the best. For now, we can only watch how his story unfolds.